Good morning, good afternoon, happy Tuesday. I'm Debbie Callaty, and I'm here with my amazing business partner, Megan Casey. We are the founders of Growth and Involvement Consulting. We offer masterminds online. We do in-person retreats. We do tailored keynotes for teams, and all of our services are designed to cultivate a space for people to grow, for people to transform, and ultimately achieve and surpass their goals. And in our mastermind, we have a theme each month. And the reason we have a theme is to go deeper on specific topics. And we have found that this is what really moves the needle the most for our clients. So the theme for the month of June is imagination and visualization. Okay, so did you know as a human being, we not only have 5 senses, we have 6 higher faculties. Okay, Megan, what are they?
Love it. So we have perception, we have the reason, we have the will, imagination, intuition, and memory. And today we're going to focus on mainly one of them, which is the imagination. Okay. And as Debbie said, we have a theme every month and we pick that with our clients in mind, like what's going to really move everything. And we're seeing a lot of personal bests. We had one gentleman, he hit a shout out to you if you're watching, hit a career best in sales. And it started with an idea back in January. We're on a call and we're talking about traits and we're imagining the next level version of ourselves. We're talking about that, what would the traits be? And he said, I need more diligence. And I said, what would your life look like if you 5x'd your diligence? And he really thought about that. Roll on a few months. Not only is he 5x his diligence, he added the word consistency to it and he just hit a career personal best. Okay. This is the power of imagining. He reflected. He was like, when you asked that question, he went into the imagination. He was like, what would my life look like? Put more order on his life, his business, his sales, the process. And it starts with ideas, and ideas work on the imagination. Your imagination is the workshop of your mind. So those are the 6 higher faculties. We're going to focus on imagination. Now, imagination does also need the will. So those two work together. You visualize what you want. You see the picture. We're talking about building images. And then the will to hold that image on the screen of your mind until you start to attract everything you need, the ideas, opportunities, the people, the resources, etc. So imagination is a very powerful force, Debbie. What else would you say about imagination?
Well, everything in your vicinity right now, the computer we're on, the pen, this cup, everything was first formed in somebody's mind first, in their imagination. So that idea moved into physical reality. So just same as anybody that created anything that you see in front of you, you can create something too through your mind and through your imagination. And the imagination, there's an entire chapter on it in the book Think and Grow Rich. It's not there by accident. It's one of the most important things we can start to utilize. And like Megan said, and so think of the picture, think of the idea, and then holding it with your will and the ability to focus on the idea. So let's say you have an income goal. Say you have an income goal and you want to triple your income this month. Or like our client, he 5x'd his diligence. He saw it in his mind, he took action, and he really accepted that idea. And he's doing a lot of reflecting too. He's like, wow, like he really is. And so he's in high ticket sales and he's having the best month ever. So whatever that is for you. So if you want to triple your income, and it could be a relationship goal, it could be an income goal, it could be a number of clients, whatever that is for you, start to see in your imagination what that would look like. So what would it look like if you tripled your income? In your imagination, how many clients would that be? How are they paying? How are they signing up? What kind of results do they get? So seeing it in your mind, if you don't have it mentally, you don't have it. So you've got to have it in your mind, which is in your imagination. You've got to see things as you want them to be. So what else would you add to that, Megan? What else?
This is for everything. Like today, anyone that is watching this video, once you start using your imagination a bit more deliberately, everybody has an imagination. It's just that most people's imagination is flooded with fear, doubt, anxiety, worry, daily trivia. It's just flooded in. So you want to start to use your imagination to actually be productive and to be creative and to see things as you would like them to be. If it's a relationship, you see that see harmony. If it's a business goal, you see everything moving into form. So start to see everything a bit better than the way it is. Instead of just submitting, we're studying an essay actually at the retreat of the weekend. And one of the sentences in there talks about it's a lot easier to think about things the way they are than the way you would like them to be, regardless of appearances. Okay, and that's the work. You see something, you're like, oh, I don't really like that. How would it look like? You know, if there's something in your house and you're like, oh, that's broken, see it fixed, and then take action accordingly.
Megan has a story about this, actually. Do you want to share the story about the bracelet?
Story. Okay, yeah. So I was invited to one of our clients' birthday parties at the weekend. It's a beautiful birthday party. Debbie and I organized a very special gift for her, a very meaningful gift. And I wanted to have it, I wanted to arrive with it. Now she's also attending our event, and I was like, well, I can also give it to her the week after. And I was like, no, I want to have it to go. And I was leaving at 5 p.m. This is on Friday. No sign of said bracelet. It's 4 p.m. There's no sign of the bracelet. And it says it's supposed to arrive. Well, it was supposed to arrive on Thursday. That was the first problem. Then it was Friday, and it was going to arrive hopefully before 8 p.m. Now I was leaving at 5. So I was like, well, 8 p.m. isn't really going to do it. So I was there at 4, and I was starting to get a bit frustrated. I was like, it was supposed to be here yesterday. It was a 2-day, you know, etc. And then I said, no. Instead of trying to ring everybody, ring FedEx and ring everybody and hunt them down, find where it is, I said, what else can I do? Okay, well, I can use my imagination. So I used my imagination. I visualized receiving the package and opening it. And the gift was a bracelet with pearls on it. And I visualized taking out the bracelet and feeling the beads, the pearls. And 30 minutes later, it arrived. And I left. I had 30 minutes then before I left to go to the party. And I gifted her in the moment. And this is the power of it, you know, and as well as that, it gives you a lot of solace. Like I was starting to get caught up in like, oh, if it doesn't happen, and then I can do all these contingencies. I said, instead of just spending mental energy on that, I'm going to see it as I want it to be. This is what I want. I want it to arrive before I leave. And that's exactly what happened.
It's the mechanical versus going to the imagination.
Yeah.
So I think we just have to work harder. That's not always the case. You do your part, the universe will do its part, but you've got to see things in your imagination. If we talked with a client this morning, waiting for 3 payments to come through, instead of getting frustrated about it, start to relax and see the payments coming through. Visualize taking the credit cards in your mind, visualize the payments coming through, your bank account increasing, see it in your mind first, because whatever you see in the mind, you can hold in your hand. Was that original Bob Proctor quote? Yeah. So you see it in your mind first. So that's a really good example of Megan's story of seeing it in your visually in your hand before, and then it came.
Feel the beads. I was like, this is really open it. It's going to be this nice packaging, and then there it is. And what I really did, when you really go into what's going on, I found the vibration of receiving it.
That's what it is.
I was on the vibration of not having it, and then I went into the vibration of already receiving it. And it closed the gap. So you want to start to think about, as you think about your goal or whatever is bothering you, you want to find the vibration of the solution, the resolution, or the outcome. Find the vibration of your goal achieved, celebrate it mentally. We do a visualization every Monday and Tuesday with our clients, and it talks about like, who will you celebrate with? What will it be like? What are you doing? And you go into the frequency.
That is such a frequency. So for those of you listening, or you're watching live, or you're listening to the replay, think about your goal achieved and what are you going to do to celebrate that moment? Who are you celebrating with? Are you in a limo? Are you drinking champagne? Are you having something non-alcoholic? Are you going to a steakhouse? Are you buying dinner for everybody? What is that celebration moment? Because that is a frequency, and start to get on that frequency as often as you can throughout the day. And you watch, you'll attract the people, the ideas, everything will start to move into form for you to reach that goal. Now it's going to take consistency and diligence and persistence. You can't just do it once. You can do it continually throughout the day. So think about that moment when you hit the goal. What are you going to do to celebrate? What does that moment look like for you? Are you going to donate to a charity? Are you going to book a trip? Are you going to go buy yourself a new pair of shoes? What are you going to do to celebrate that moment? And we're going to be talking a lot about this at our retreat this weekend in Denver, Colorado. We're super excited. So if you live in the US, you live in Denver, if you're listening to this, you live in Denver, come out to our retreat. It's all day Saturday from 10 to 4. we're going to be having a lot of fun talking about the power of your mind and accelerating your results. And we're going to get you on that frequency. We're going to be at the Hyatt Centric, downtown Denver. It's going to be such an experience for everybody. Anything to add to that, Megan?
No, that's it. Start using your imagination. See, and as well, we were rehearsing for the event, and we're thinking about this chapter that we're studying and being in the room, and we're just even visualizing that it's in the Hyatt Centric, it's on the rooftop. That was an idea in the mind of somebody. Let's build a hotel here. Let's have a conference room on the rooftop. Let's build that. And now we're able to enjoy and appreciate the space and share it with the clients that are attending. And that is, it started as an idea. So whatever your goal is, whatever is troubling you at the moment, start to get onto a different frequency. So the problem isn't solved with the same thinking that created it, or the same thinking that's in harmony with that vibration.
Yeah.
So this might be new if you're like, what are they talking about, vibrations and frequencies? But realistically, you just want to get into a new thinking pattern of solutions.
Yeah.
So
and goal achieved.
Yeah.
Start to see everything and everyone as you want it to be. The relationships, your health, your business, your finances, everything. Your children, if they're misbehaving, see them as you want them to be. It works for everything. It works for absolutely everything. So start to use your mind to get what you want, okay? Your imagination, visualize how you want things to go, visualize seeing things exactly how you want them to be, and you watch your life change. So if any of this resonates with you, feel free to reach out to Megan and I. We'd love to help you achieve your goals faster through the power of your imagination, through the power of visualization, and we can help you. Our clients get phenomenal results. We can help you too. So, and any closing thoughts, Megan?
Yeah, like if you're watching this and you're thinking like, okay, I'd like to know more about it, or I'd like to see what that's all about, just book a call. We'll do a coaching call with you, and we'll talk you through our process, how we work with our clients, and see if it's a match for you. Okay. Absolutely. So everything to gain by booking a call, and we're real people. And book your call and think about your goals. What do you really want? If you're watching this and you don't have clear goals, that's also okay, but you need to spend some time getting a clear goal. It's the most important thing.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother topic. We're going to be spending at least an hour, hour and a half on goals and the importance of goals, setting the right goals, A, B, C type goals, and what that's going to demand. A goal demands you to grow. Yeah. So if you didn't have a goal, guess what? You ain't growing. So we are not AI'd. We're here. We're real people. There's so much AI out there. And people are like, I don't know who I can trust. There's so much AI stuff out there. AI is great for certain things, but we are real people and we help our clients achieve real results. So would love to talk with you. We can help you. Okay. So have an awesome day. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments what resonated with you from this video. Have a great day. Bye for now.